Hey, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, drop a like on my video, and share it on social media. Also, I have found out that YouTube's algorithm punishes creators that get short watch times on their videos. So if you can, please stick around to the very end. If you're a person who does not like my videos well enough to stick around to the very end, please go down in the comments and tell me what I can do to improve them. I make videos challenging the woke agenda that has been spoon-fed to us for the last several years. I'll also make videos challenging anything else that I find that doesn't make any sense to me. So thanks for watching. Now on to the video. So Anita Sarkeesian decided to go after the Mandalorian TV show because there is female armor. We can see here depicted there 3 Mandalorians. Looks like maybe 2 women and 1 man. Yep, 2 women and 1 man. Let's take a look and see what has been said here. Anita Sarkeesian says, "Lady Mandalorians have boob armor. Oh, come on, seriously?" And that's true, they do. Form-fitting armor has been a thing for many, many years, and it should be a thing moving forward. Let's see what people have to say. Try Guy says, "A lot of these comments seems to misunderstand her. She never said boob plate was bad, and it sounds like it just took her out of the show, which is valid. She not trying to kill your excitement. Chill, guys." Actually, no, she did say it was bad. She said, "Oh, come on, seriously?" And we all know her shtick is going after depictions of women in pop culture, especially video games. That was her thing. And she took how many millions of dollars from people who are still her fans to do that project that she never finished? Let's move on here to Jedi Ranger 36. The same armor as it is depicted in the Clone Wars series. You would know that if you were actually interested in Star Wars and less interested in complaining about anything. Yeah, this was a character from the Clone Wars animated series, which if you haven't seen, good series, watch it, check it out. It's a lot of fun. It was also depicted this way in Star Wars Rebels. Miss Wren wore Mandalorian armor. She's a girl. So down here we have Courtney Lynn. "As a big boobed woman, I would want my boobs shaped out in the armor. Having them smashed down for the sake of not looking sexy is ridiculous." Yeah, Courtney Lynn is correct here. I had this image that I'm showing on your screen right now. I showed this to a friend of mine who is rather large in the front area for a woman. And she's like, "I know this is a fantasy image, so it's supposed to look like all artsy and cool and stuff, but like, I would be getting those things out of the way. I mean, I have them, they get in the way. If I'm going into combat, I'm gonna like tape them down or something, get them out of the way." So yeah, you do want something that's going to work with your body, whatever that may be, however that is. Down here we have Drew Holden. "Anita, I hope you're sitting down because I have something very important and perhaps shocking to tell you. Women have boobs." Yep. This is the thing that, men and women are different. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not saying that one is better than the other or one is worse than the other. This is something, of course, that the woke crowd is trying to erase. We're no longer allowed to say actress. We're supposed to call anybody who is employed in the field of acting an actor, which is ridiculous. I mean, there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that you are of a different gender. Nothing at all. It's not boob armor, it's female body armor. Not everything is sexual. Sometimes it's just practical. Tonic Mole Esquire said that. And here he linked an image of, hey, what do you know? 2 women wearing form-fitting bulletproof vests. Yeah, it's just practical. You got those things, you got to do something with them. Do you want them to be cut off? Is that what you would rather have? You'd rather just go full male? Let's see here. Just some guy in the Planetary Union, accurate to the original source material. Original voice actress playing the role in live action. And Katie Sackhoff talked about menstruation and tampon usage in her YouTube channel recently for her How to Train My Body for Film and Television video, because guess what? Is a woman. Yeah, I mean, you have these considerations that you have to take in when you are a female. It's like men have considerations that they have to undergo with their bodies. And then we have a Red JC. She appeared 2 years ago in the Clone Wars TV show with a near identical design. I don't think that was 2 years ago. The Clone Wars ended in 2014. I believe it ended in 2014, so that would be more than 2 years ago. But yeah, it's, you know. And then down here we have this new gender who dis. He writes, whole lot of dudes without boobs on here telling us how boobs work. That might be a girl. I can't tell. It looks like a boy to me. But yeah, well, it's not really hard for me to go, hey, you know, those things stick out. Maybe you should, you know, do something with them. And there's a whole lot of women out there telling me how I need to sit when I'm in public. Haha, but the joke's on you. My shoulders are way broader than my hips, just the way I was built. So I can have my legs spread apart fairly well before my knees go past my shoulders. So if you say anything to me about it, you're going to get a face full of fist. As someone who has deployed to combat with women who also wear the same body armor as those women, real body armor, I can tell you they would have loved to have had something that conforms to their body type. Men and women are different. Get over it. Yeah, men and women are different. Get over it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to try to pronounce whatever this person here is saying. Hey, look, there's an example of actual, real, earthly armor that was made for a woman. And we have the difference between male and female armor in games. We have a woman who's wearing basically nothing, but it's what she is wearing is made out of metal, therefore it's practical armor. Whereas a man is wearing like full plate and he still gets struck. Now, I always just assumed that women were better at combat than men, right? Because women are better at everything than men are. As a result of which they needed to wear less armor. Because wearing armor is uncomfortable. I've worn it. It is uncomfortable. You don't want to wear it. It's not something you want to walk around in every day. But if you have to, you know, you're going into combat, then yeah, definitely want to wear it. And that's the end of that. Let's look at it. There's another one I wanted to look at. Okay, so this is on Bounding into Comics. Anita Sarkeesian plays the victim after receiving pushback from women against disingenuous complaint of boob armor in The Mandalorian. All right, this is Katie Sackhoff. She's the actress who plays this character. Here we go. Okay, so this is where she says it again. Oh, Lady Mandalorians have boob armor. Oh, come on, seriously. Looking at the 3, seeing how he has similar plating that's flat on his chest, and telling that his chest armor is just made to contour to their chest, more so than made for sexual intent, as the women there have protruding chest versus the man there. Right, it's just made to, you know, form-fit. It's form-fitting armor. It makes it easier to kind of do things, you know, but what do I know? It's rigid armor. We have Undoomed. He's a really good YouTuber, by the way, if you haven't watched his channel. Yes, it's terribly sexist to cater to women's needs in combat. New military female body armor helps to protect women in combat zone. See, there you go. Ryan Lee Dosty, or Dosty, I don't know. Now, she's a real veteran. Jesus, all the ways that body armor needs to change and 6 pounds lighter is what they came up with. Yeah, the gear is heavy, but we deal with it. The real problem is that the sappy plates are flat and smash against our breasts and flatten them, and it's so uncomfortable. Yeah, so you don't want to have, you know, that stuff smushed down. It doesn't feel good. Here you go. It's almost like 50% of the planet have these fleshy mounds on our chests that hurt if they are squished too hard. Not everything you see is misogynistic, is what I think she was supposed to say there. You probably scream every time you go to the egg section of the grocery store because they're selling products made by females. No, actually, she probably praises that. Oh, I was in the store the other day and I picked up a bag of food and it was printed on the back, produced by a female-owned company. Like, yeah, that's your big selling point? Maybe make something that tastes good. I bought it, I ate it, it was terrible. You know, I'm not buying my food. Sorry about my neighbors, they no respect. I'm not buying my food based on who the manufacturer is, right? And there's a Mandalorian, a female with armor on her chest. There's a depiction of it in the Clone Wars. Here's Anita complaining about the previous season of The Mandalorian, So here she's complaining about the armor. And the last time she was complaining, am I extremely tired? Or is there not a single female speaking character in the first episode of Mandalorian? I've got to have missed something, right? You know, it's really interesting to me that women can have something that is all their own. There are women-only spaces in gyms. I've belonged to gyms that had this, and I won't ever belong to one again unless there's no option left. Every gym in the world has a female-only space. For example, there's TV shows. Hey, look, there's only women on some TV shows. Look at this. But if we had a show that was only men, that would be a huge atrocity. How could we have that? We're allowed to have our own stuff. It's fine. You're allowed to have your own stuff. We don't need to mix everything. These grown children get so emotional and throw these embarrassing temper tantrums when a woman has even the slightest critique on the mainstream corporate media they feel ownership over. They keep trying to gatekeep the most popular franchise in the world. No. You're allowed to complain about things, but your complaint in this case is unfounded and pointless and stupid. It's like me going, oh, he's wearing a codpiece. How sexist, how disgusting. I can't believe that we would make a codpiece for male armor. That's just not even right. We have different considerations for the different bodies that we have, okay? Sorry to burst your bubble, but the jig is up, y'all. Star Wars isn't some niche exclusive tree club where you hang up a no girls allowed sign and dictate the terms of the discourse. It never was, and that is not changing anytime soon. Oh, okay. You can say stupid stuff like, oh my gosh, you made armor that's going to fit to her chest. Oh no. You can point that out, but we're going to point out how you're stupid for pointing it out. It's fine. Storygiver says, I actually like a lot of your criticisms and think you have important points, but when women are pointing out that they have worn stage and reenactment armor with a chest allotment for comfort and you ignore that, it feels sort of scummy. Yeah, there's another point that is made right there. This armor could very well have been made to accommodate the actress. You know, consider what she's going through. How is she going to feel wearing this armor? Is it going to be comfortable for her? Maybe that's the only reason why they did it. Sometimes you have to look at these shows and go, well, they did that because of XYZ. There was an old episode of the original Star Trek where they went to this planet and there were women there, they're like in charge. It wasn't the Amazon one where the women were all in charge, where they're all wearing miniskirts or whatever. It was a different one. And this woman, she had like her midriff was open. Well, they had to have like something coming off of her pants and cover her belly button because at that time, cultural zeitgeist was like women shouldn't be showing their belly buttons in public. It was weird. So she had a little flap of fabric that came up and just covered her belly button. Here we go. Here's Belette Siri. My mom was a Star Wars fan from the get-go. I've been a Star Wars fan since I came to this country. Star Wars has always been inclusive. It's people like you, notorious agitators, who try to antagonize and demonize fans that are the problem. Exactly, Anita. You're the problem. Anna says, girl, this is so embarrassing. This is the kind of stuff that takes the credibility from feminist discourse. Mandalorians don't have booby armor. They have molded chest plates to protect their bodies which have boobs there. Stupid weirdo. Yeah, so there you go. Anita Sarkeesian is just trying to agitate and cause problems, and hey, she's getting the attention that she wants. Somebody really needs to just take Anita and F the stupid out of her. But unfortunately, I don't think any real man would want to get close to her. I mean, like, I could do it, but I wouldn't want to. If I were single, I could do it, but I would not want to come anywhere near that train wreck. Ugh. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you get updates when I post a new video, and I will see you all next time.